Oh, how times have changed. A few years ago, I would have started this Webdvar by saying, picture the image of a little girl in Toys R Us with her mother. The excitement on the girl's face when she finally sees the toy that she had her eyes on for the longest time, and her mother is about to pay for it and then hand it to the girl so that she can go home and start playing with it. So we don't have Toys R Us anymore. But picture the excitement on the face of a boy when he is sitting next to his mother at the computer screen on Amazon or on another website buying that toy, and the next day the toy comes and the boy is playing with the toy or the girl is playing with the toy, and the first day they are so excited, so grateful, so happy to the parents for buying the toy. And over the course of the next day or two, the toy becomes a little bit old. And by the time we get to a month or two later, the toy can't even be found in the house. It's just in a pile of toys. The lesson, of course, is that the excitement that we have for things when we start them ends up to wane over the course of time. The Torah tells us in the beginning of Webdvar Behaaloscha that Aaron HaKohen was chosen to light the candles in the Mishkan. And the pasuk says, "Vayas Cain Aaron," and Aaron did as Hashem commanded him, which Rashi is surprised by. Obviously, if Hashem told Aaron to do something, certainly he would do what Hashem commanded of him. There must be something that the Torah wants us to know about Aaron's activity, that it's mentioning the words Vayas Cain Aaron. And indeed Rashi says, Lehagid Shavacho Shel Aaron Shaloshina, to praise Aaron in that he did not change when it came to lighting the menorah. Maybe it means that Aaron didn't light a different menorah, or Aaron lit the menorah exactly the way Hashem wanted him to do it, and he didn't change it by deciding to light the menorah in a different fashion. He did exactly what Hashem wanted from him. And the Vilna Gaon takes it one step further. He says it doesn't only mean that Aaron did exactly the way Hashem wanted, in the way it was lit, and the way the candles were all facing toward the middle candle. He says there's something else. He said Aaron's excitement on the first day that he lit the menorah, that joy, the excitement, the passion for the mitzvah never changed over the course of 39 years. And most importantly, that action of lighting the menorah every single day never became a burden to Aaron. We, of course, are not Aaron. Over the course of time, something that we do over and over again, whether it's a toy that we play with, or a mitzvah that we do, or davening, or learning, and we're doing the same thing day in, day out over the course of time, our excitement tends to change. We're human beings. But the lesson for us is to try to emulate Aaron. Is that when we sit down to learn, or when we take upon ourselves that we're going to do a mitzvah, that has become a mitzvah that we've done over and over again, and maybe it doesn't have the same excitement as it did the very first time that we did it. Maybe davening is not just as exciting as it was the very first time we had a sitter. But let's try, on some level, to rekindle that spark, to rekindle the flame that's deep inside of us, and light that candle and make sure that it shines, to get a hold of the excitement and the passion that we have for doing mitzvos, and not allow, all because it happened over the time naturally, but not allow us to get stuck in the place where we look at mitzvah observance, where we look at davening as being, God forbid, a burden to us. Instead, let's look at it as an opportunity to rekindle the flame within us and make sure that we are shining bright. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.